Never trust your bank to make you rich. It's not their job. It's yours. And here's how a regular 20-something with no clue about money can still retire a millionaire without giving up lattes or living like a monk. This book changed how I think about money, and not in a cheesy, invest in yourself kind of way. I'm talking actual step-by-step moves, automating your finances, guilt-free spending, and building real wealth without being a finance nerd. Hello, and welcome to The Winning Journey. We're breaking down I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi in plain English. So if you want to get rich without being boring, this is for you. Let's be real. Most of us were never taught how to manage money. School didn't teach it, our parents avoided it, so we grow up thinking money's either super complicated or we just need to save more and spend less. But what if I told you, managing your money isn't actually that hard? You don't need to track every dollar, skip your coffee, or obsess over budgets. You just need a simple system and the confidence to use it. That's what this book is all about. Ramit Sethi breaks it down into 6 weeks, 1 step per week. And yeah, it's called I Will Teach You to Be Rich, but it's not just about money. It's about control, freedom, living your life on your terms. Let's dive in. Week 1. Optimize your credit cards. Most people think credit cards are evil, but Ramit flips that idea. Credit cards, when used the right way, are actually a tool to build wealth. So here's what you do in week 1. Find out your credit score. Use a free service like Credit Karma or your bank's dashboard. If your score sucks, it's usually because you're using too much of your credit or making late payments. Ramit says, pay your bills on time. Keep your utilization under 30%. Boom, your score will go up. Now, once your score is decent, it's time to pick the right credit card. Look for ones with rewards, cashback, travel points, whatever fits your life. And here's the trick. You never carry a balance. You pay it off in full every single month, because the interest rates are brutal. Like 20% plus brutal. Oh, and stop stressing about the 14 credit cards in your wallet. 1 or 2 solid cards are enough. Automate the payments and move on. Week 2. Beat the banks. Banks are kind of shady. Most of them charge you fees just for existing, so this week's about finding the right bank accounts. A high-interest savings account. A no-fee checking account. Most big-name banks? Trash. They charge overdraft fees, minimum balance fees, transaction fees, you name it. Instead, go online. Ramit recommends places like Ali or Capital One 360, but check what's good in your country. These online banks don't charge fees, and they actually pay interest on your savings. Set it up like this. Star checking account. All your income goes here. Bills get paid from here. Savings account. Emergency fund plus short-term goals. This is money you don't touch unless you need it. And make sure your savings is separate enough that you don't dip into it every time you're tempted to buy a new gadget. Week 3. Get ready to invest. Okay, deep breath. Investing doesn't have to be scary. You don't need to be a stock market genius. You just need to start. Ramit's advice is simple. Automate your investing. Set it and forget it. Start with retirement accounts like 401k if your job offers one. Especially if they match contributions, that's free money. Roth IRA if you qualify. That's post-tax money that grows tax-free. If those sound like gibberish, here's the key idea. Start investing early, consistently, and automatically. And don't try to beat the market. Just buy low-cost index funds like ones from Vanguard or Fidelity. These funds own a little bit of hundreds of companies. You spread the risk and ride the market's growth. Even $100 per month invested in your 20s can grow to hundreds of thousands by retirement. Let compound interest do the heavy lifting. Week 4. Conscious spending. Here's where Ramit really flips the script. Most finance books say, cut back, make a budget, stop buying stuff. Ramit says, spend guilt-free on the things you love. Just cut mercilessly on the stuff you don't. He calls this the conscious spending plan. It breaks your money into 4 categories. 1. Fixed costs, rent, utilities, subscriptions. 2. Investing, 10 to 15% of your income. 3. Savings, short-term goals, emergency fund. 4. Guilt-free spending. This is where your lattes live, your travel, your sneakers. So instead of tracking every penny, just make sure your percentages are right. If 60% of your income goes to fixed costs, 10% to savings, 10% to investing, and 20% to fun, you're golden. It's about control. You decide where your money goes, not the other way around. Week 5. Save while sleeping. This week's all about automation, because let's be honest, if you have to manually save or invest each month, you'll forget. Set up automatic transfers like this. When you get paid, money goes into your checking account. From there, set up auto transfers to your savings account for goals, emergency fund, your IRA or brokerage account for investing, your credit card to pay the bill in full. You do the work once, and then your system takes over. You could literally sleep for the next 6 months and still grow wealth. Automation is the key to avoiding decision fatigue. No more thinking, should I save this month? You already did. Week 6. Crush your debt. If you've got debt, especially high-interest credit card debt, this is where you attack. Ramit gives 2 main strategies. Debt avalanche. Pay off the highest interest debt first. Debt snowball. Pay off the smallest balance first for quick wins. He says the avalanche is better mathematically, but snowball works better psychologically. Pick the one that motivates you more and stick with it. Also, negotiate your rates. Seriously. You can literally call your credit card company and say, "Hi, I've been a customer for X years. I'm looking to lower my interest rate. Can you help me with that?" You'd be shocked how often they say yes. Then take it one step further. Ramit even scripts out how to negotiate fees or get rid of late charges. Most people don't even try, so you're ahead just by asking. Here's the big secret. Getting rich isn't about earning 6 figures or winning the lottery. It's about being intentional, setting up systems. And once you do, money stops being stressful. You're not worrying about bills. You're not checking your bank account every day. You know your goals are being funded automatically. That's freedom. That's what rich really means. It's not about being flashy. It's about having options, saying yes to the things you care about and no to the things you don't. Let's wrap this up. I Will Teach You to Be Rich isn't about overnight success. It's about putting your money on autopilot so you can focus on living your life. Here's the quick recap. Week 1. Fix your credit cards. Use them smart. Week 2. Pick the right bank accounts. Stop paying fees. Week 3. Start investing early. Use index funds. Week 4. Spend guilt-free. Just follow a conscious plan. Week 5. Automate everything. Save while you sleep. Week 6. Destroy your debt. Negotiate. Take control. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. And a year from now, you'll look back and thank yourself.